All right, everybody. Hello. We are getting into the first game of Series 2 of the night, and we're going to have something special for you guys that are watching. We have two new casters coming in for the night, so please, if you are watching, please welcome them in the chat if you can. So we do have our boy Crims, and we
Hello,
have
hello,
our
everyone.
boy Zill, or
Hey,
Zilnock, all
hey,
right?
hoping to see another action-packed set of games.
I
Let's
mean,
hope
last one
so.
there was a lot of kills, really bloody, but
Oh,
maybe a more even game this time.
I'll have
who
to see.
knows?
So you
Honestly,
guys take it away. I'll shut up for now, and I'll let you guys go ahead and take it away.
All right, so I
absolutely.
believe we have ranked one team on the left side here, and then we have needlessly large rods on the right side. So going straight into the pick bans, we have Talon, Camille, and Victor. So what are your thoughts on? It looks like they are banning two mid laners and a top laner here.
Honestly, I think it's a good move. A lot of those champions are extremely strong right now. I mean, Talon, he can be anywhere at any time, blow up your squishies, and this is a very snowball-heavy meta at the moment. And honestly, even with this Tristana, she's been seeing a lot of play mid lane, so I think that's a good flex ban.
Yeah, she is pretty good in both lanes, mid and bottom. We also have a LeBlanc Leona ban as well. I don't recall if it's this patch, but I do think Talon is getting a nerf or just got nerfed recently on his blades. If I'm not sure if this is the patch where it
Oh, I
happened.
did see that. Yeah, I was gonna say the
Yeah,
damage is
so he
increased
did
coming
get
back.
nerfed. Yeah, he's
Oh,
got his damage decrease, and we have two top laners picked. Unless this is some weird Shen and set support, which I doubt it.
Oh, honestly, at this point, anything can happen. Realistically, you can take Shen just about anywhere you want. In a perfect world, I'd see a game of River Shen or a mathematically correct set. Let's get some weird stuff going on.
I'd rather not give myself an aneurysm watching this game. So let's pick some good picks and good lanes. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
absolutely. Oh, and we see the Diana pick coming out.
So Diana Diana mid lane, I'm assuming here. I mean, she is flexible in the jungle. Have you played against a Diana jungle recently?
Oh, unfortunately, I have. Honestly, you can be sitting there minding your own business mid lane. Suddenly, you get hit with the cleaver, and she's on you. You can't do much about it.
Okay, so it seems like she's going jungle if they're picking a collie here. But I mean, they could go River Shen here, so there's possibly a double flex, but it looks pretty
There's hope.
solid here. Shen, Diana mid lane, or sorry, Diana jungle, and then a collie in the mid lane here.
Oh, absolutely. So far, Team Ranked 1 has a lot of burst on their team, and I think Needlessly Large Rod is kind of noticing that and picking some more beefier champions. I mean, Echo, little bit of an exception, but, he can hit R and say no at any time.
So yeah, it looks like they've basically picked a dive comp on the side of ranked one. So you would probably want to pick things that are counter dive into it. Hecarim not being the case, Hecarim also is just a diver. So something that would be counter dive. I mean, I guess you could put Zillion in that boat, Syra. Any chance like Kindred. I think Kindred would have actually been an excellent pick here, but a very difficult jungler to play. So it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Oh, honestly, not. I was going to say, especially into a Hecarim, it might be a little bit difficult early with Hecarim just running her down all the time. But I think once you get Kindred going, she's nearly unstoppable. And we see a Nautilus ban coming out.
Yeah,
Oh,
so we're
and the
just gonna be
Jin ban. I missed
banning
that one.
more engaged supports here. Yeah, we have a Jin ban as well.
It's
I
going to be
think you'd
interesting
want
to
them to
see what
pick
the bot
Jin.
lanes are.
You would want them to pick Jin. You have Diana and Akali. Those champions just destroyed Jin all day. I would have welcomed the Jin pick.
Honestly, even the Shen would have been good into the Jin. I mean, what's Jin gonna do? Walk away?
I mean, yeah, he's just a sitting boat, and he has no protection on this team yet as well. So I think the Jin ban kind of a bit of an int. You kind of want them to pick Jin in this case. But
Honestly,
yeah,
and we see the
Ezreal a bit of
Ezreal
a
ban.
different story. Ezreal a bit of a different story. Although I think Akali is well equipped to kill any AD carry in the game right now. So
Oh,
we'll see what
absolutely.
both sides rounded out with. Okay, so they have a Senna, who is very vulnerable still, but she's gonna be farther back, more of a support
Oh,
champion
and at
these
this point,
days.
she has one hell of a front line. I mean, if nothing else, she has Set and Hecarim in. Set. Oh, I can't talk. Apparently, Set and Hecarim in front of her at all times, and with her range,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to get onto her.
So
Ooh.
it looks like we're just gonna have both sides are gonna have dive comps with some backline, far range backliners. So expect a lot of just people, just teams just crashing into each other, trying to get the kills and picks right away. It's just gonna be a bunch of chaos in these team fights here.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. This is going to be a bloody game. Both
I
teams,
mean,
like you
if
said, have tons of dive. It's going to be bloody.
yeah, it would just suck to play AD carry in this game. Like
Oh, doesn't
what?
it always suck?
I mean, if you have like a Lulu, it makes things suck less. Arguable.
Ooh, the Annie coming out.
And they both have mage caster supports here. Now, are they gonna go? Are they gonna go fasting Senna? Probably not, but that is an interesting thought to me.
Oh, honestly, I think Needlessly Large Rod has a lot of room to make things a little bit interesting. Honestly, they could even go back a few patches, get rid of the ADC all like entirely, and just make Annie the carry.
So that does lock them into, mostly with mostly AP damage. But I mean, Hecarim and Set are no slouches in their damage departments, but most of their high damage would be from the Echo and Annie. So you could build around it. It's debatable as if it's worth it in this team comp.
Oh, nobody said anything about it being a good idea.
Well, I mean, I guess I should just think of your recommendations as more for fun than actually a good idea.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. I mean, it's League of Legends. Anything can happen.
So I'm going to point out that Needlessly Large Rod does not have the scale factor in this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is true. I mean, just with Jinx alone, Team Ranked One has one hell of a late game going on.
I
Once
mean, they
you,
have a Seraphine as well, and Seraphine and Akali with a Jinx. These are monster scalers.
oh, absolutely. I think if nothing else, if Needlessly Large Rods makes the mistake of letting even just Jinx getting the late game, I think even just between Seraphine and Shen, they're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, I mean it's Seraph. Yeah, Shen should be able to put up a pretty decent wall against a Set. I mean, Set doesn't really have engage. So as long as Set doesn't access the back line, he's never going to deal any damage to Jinx or Seraphine here.
Honestly,
Meanwhile, on
I
the other
think
side, I mean, Seraphine's, has some defensive tools. She can heal. She's got the ulti to peel for Jinx if that's the case. However, it's not as easy for this Senna to survive on the backline. She's just gonna have to use her pure range and positioning to survive these fights. I mean, Set's a good peeler though. Set's really good at getting someone off your AD carry. Is that gonna matter in this game? It might not. It's just too many divers. There's just 3 divers on your Senna on your backline here. I mean, Annie, even though she's support, she's probably gonna be doing a pretty decent amount of damage. So getting those 2 out of the team fight right away is going to be massively helpful. Same for Needlessly Large Rod. If they ever manage to kill Jinx and Seraphine, that's also like a bunch of damage just gone. So,
oh, 100%. Honestly, even just talking about these teams, I think it's really going to just come down to who plays better. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just going to be a big fight.
all right.
It's
So, I'm going to throw it to you. Which team comp do you like better?
personally or from like an actual brain point of view.
I want you to just turn up your brain juices a little bit and give me give me some insight
Give,
here.
give you a little bit of brain. All right. Honestly, on paper, I want to say Needlessly Large Rod. Like you said, they have the dive comp. They have a good mix between damage. They have a good bit of tank. I honestly think if they can keep Jinx down, they roll the game.
I think that is definitely going to be their goal. I mean, Jinx and Seraphine. Seraphine pretty monstrous herself, even in the late game. I think I like ranked one's comp a little bit. Oh, they picked 3 scalers, but I just think that in a team fight, their comp plays out a little easier. They are not required as much to get the dive as Needlessly Large is.
Oh, 100%. I agree with you on all fronts there. It's
It's
definitely going
kind
to
of
be an
funny
interesting
that
game.
they just both drafted straight dive comps, and they're just whoever's gonna win early game is probably just gonna win the game.
Oh,
As
yeah.
that's literally the only thing these 2 comps can do.
Oh, especially in this meta, everything is so snowball heavy. It is really just going to be a game of who wins lane and then win game.
All right, let's turn on. Let's get the chat involved here, guys. Who do you think has the better team comp here? Me and Zill both voiced our opinions. Let's get some of you guys out there. Which one's your favorite team comp? Who do you guys think's gonna win?
Yeah, cast your votes. Place your money in the chat.
Yeah, see if you got the chops to make a prediction here.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about the jungle right now. I'm gonna forward over the jungle here. Hecarim versus Diana. I know Hecarim's been nerfed a lot recently, but his clear is still really good, and I suspect this first clear is going to be heavily in Hecarim's favor over this Diana.
Oh, 100%. Like you were saying, Team Rank 1 has a huge snowball comp, and I think Diana's initial clears are going to be too slow to keep up with Hecarim. I think needlessly large rods needs to kind of get Hecarim roaming, getting the lanes ahead, and snowball from there. But I think just as easily, Ranked 1 can just turn into a monster at any time.
Yeah, if Hecarim gets fed or if Echo gets fed, it's gonna be pretty sad times for backline of Ranked 1 here. I do think that, for the top lane and the bottom lane, I don't think there's gonna be anything crazy. I mean,
No,
both kind of relatively even.
Oh, 100%. I think definitely bot lane, at least for the first few levels, are definitely going to be a farm fest. Like, I don't think there's any other way to play it. We might see some aggressive plays early on. I mean, both sides have some good poke going on.
Yeah, I think watch out for Annie level 3, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, that flame shield speed is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is a new feature that they just added, and it is pretty speedy.
Oh, it's absolutely filthy.
Senna's kind of a scaler, but she's also pretty decent in lane, and
well, she has
it looks
that
like
range
she's going to go grasp. She's going grasp in this one, so she's not going to have the slow that typically you would get with the other rune. I'm forgetting the name of it right now.
Oh, Glacial Augment.
Yeah, Glacial Augment will give you the slow, which is pretty fun in lane. Lets you get the second follow-up for your passive pretty easily.
Oh, I was going to say, we just saw the double camp clear from Hecarim. He just got Gromp and Blue.
If you have a champion that can double camp clear, just always do it.
There's no reason not to. Especially with the healing you get in the jungle at this point.
Yeah. If you're playing Lilia, if you're playing Morgana, Rumble's kind of hard to do it, but if you're playing Udyr, if you're playing any of these champions, go ahead and just double clear as much as you can. And with that, Hecarim's just going to get an early lead. Diana's only cleared 2 camps. Hecarim's about to be done with his 3rd.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, I think you were right. Hecarim's definitely going to be ahead in the first few clears until Diana actually gets online. Oh, an early level 2 go in. Ranked 1 hit level 2 first. It'd be done. Yeah. Oh.
Huge
Will
trade.
Senna go down? And first blood on Jinx early. Oh my goodness. It's only 2.5 minutes into the game. Jinx is already online.
Not respecting the level 2 there was definitely the crime. And the punishment was giving over first blood.
Wait,
to
can they
Jinx.
get Annie too? They might. Never mind. I was going to say, I think Annie's definitely out of that one. Some damage has been dealt in mid lane.
Exhaust would have been helpful to use as well. They didn't have heal, so that's kind of what hurt them a little bit. They decided that they didn't need heal. Maybe a bit of a mistake.
Honestly, I think you're right. And top lane, you have Set going in for these really aggressive pulls. It might be a kill here. Oh, Shen almost going down from the grit.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, Set's just going to be... He's a big bully in the lane, and he pretty much bullies out any champion, Shen included.
And honestly, that's impressive considering how well Shen does in the other bullies. He just kind of tells them no and goes about his day.
Okay, so interesting enough, it looks like even though Hecarim's a faster clear, he might not get the Scuttle Crab here, as Diana is on the crab right now.
No, and
it looks like he misses it. And he even had Prio on both of his lanes here, so he decided Gromp was a little more important. And he's going to invade to find basically an empty jungle, as Diana probably rushing over to the other Scuttle as fast as possible.
Honestly, she should go for the Scuttle and then try to help out bot lane. They just broke out to a little bit of a scuffle.
Bit of a mistake on Diana. She actually used Smite while doing her jungle, which means that she isn't able to guarantee secure both Scuttle Crabs. So, after this game's going, now I'll continue here.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to say, Akali with the clean escape from the gank by Hecarim.
Yeah, and Hecarim's going to take a turret shot as well. And this is a late Scuttle Crab take. So, when you're doing jungle, guys, do not smite your camps. Because if you get the opportunity to take both Scuttles with Smite, that is way more worth it than saving your Smite. Only do those on the first clear, though. But if you can save your Smite for the second Scuttle Crab and double Scuttle them, that's a huge, huge advantage. Diana had the opportunity to do it, but wasn't able to take it.
There's a gank coming in, potentially from Hecarim down here.
It looks like
Jinx
they
saw
see
it coming.
with the ward. Yeah, Jinx saw it with the ward, and they're going to block it off with the... Oh, what are those called? Chomp? Chain Chomps?
The
that's Mario.
oh,
That's
they were
Mario.
weird. Flame Chompers. That's what
Flame
they are. You're
Chompers.
close. There we go. Oh wait, there's another scuffle breaking out bot
Oh,
lane. Annie low.
Seraphine might be
Annie's
dying here.
exhausted. Seraphine is
Oh,
stunned.
no, wait.
Annie going down. Is it? Oh, it's
Oh,
another
it
pick
doesn't
by
dodge.
Jinx. They're not going to chase the Senna right now. They're going to back off. Seraphine looking to recall maybe. They're stepping back up, so they might be trying to take Senna down as well, but Hecarim is in the area. Senna might be trying to do a bait.
Oh, Seraphine, it looks like Senna trying her best to bait, but just straight up winning. She has a lot more health.
Yeah, she has
should-
more
You know,
health, more
Hecarim should
sustain.
probably push this wave so they get the crash.
Honestly, it's a little bit of a questionable
Ooh, maybe-
move.
Maybe, maybe they get
they
the
might-
freeze. They might get the freeze. It looks like
They-
they're going to get the freeze. Okay. Crisis averted. They will freeze the lane instead, but Senna has to back eventually.
Honestly, at this point, I think bot lane, well, I should be more specific. Needlessly Large Rods needs to set up for this dragon. It's an early Cloud Drake. I think it would be big for their team. They have a lot of very powerful ultimates. I mean, again, going back to Echo, hit R and just say no to everything that happened. I think that's honestly the move for Needlessly Large Rods, and I think they're in a good position to do it.
All right, looks like we're going to have another gank mid here by Hecarim. That E kind of going a little wide, even though it does stun the Akali here. Echo's going to use his ulti to get back, as Shen is going to be intervening
Oh, and it's
in
now a
this
3v2.
skirmish here.
Oh,
And excellent taunt, and looks like they're going to pick up both kills here. Hecarim not able to get out of that, and that is actually a huge, huge win for Ranked 1 right now.
oh, absolutely. Oh, and another kill
picking up
bot lane. This
another
one goes on
kill.
the Seraphine. Oh my.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is, I mean, even though Ranked 1 is the scaling team, they are taking the early advantage hard here. I think this is almost about a 2k gold lead. They're going to also pick up the dragon after this, and as we talked about earlier, Needlessly Large Rod is not the scaling team, so they need to make a coordinated play soon. And Shen, with his ultimate, makes a coordinated play a lot easier than other champions like Aset here. He did have the teleport up, though, so big question there if he had it in time for that play. I think he did. That is possibly could have saved them from this huge, huge loss in the skirmishes.
Honestly, like we were saying during pick ban, I think the only real hope that Large Rods had was keeping them down early game and just transitioning that into a strong late game and just pretty much keeping the other team from their late game. I just said late game many times. But either way, Ranked 1 has found a way to just plow through this team and show them what they're really made of.
Yeah, and you know that early skirmish does favor Needlessly Large Rod's team, but they didn't have the man advantage that they should have in that scenario. I mean, if you look here, Set has Prio top lane, and Echo had Prio mid lane, so that should lend your team to getting the skirmish advantage.
Oh, 100%. Oh, wait, is there another fight breaking out mid? Looks like they went back and forth for a little bit, but nothing came of it. Bot lane still just a farm fest. I think at this point, Large Rods is playing kind of safe.
They might
Never
be.
mind.
They might be...
I was going to say, I'm going to eat my words real quick, right as I'm about to say it's a snooze fest in the bot lane for once they start going at each other.
All right. So
Ooh,
Set's
Shen
gonna
with
do
the good
Set things,
taunt. Let's see
make
how
a
this
huge
one plays
trade,
out.
and he probably hit them with that.
Oh, another
He's
snare down
gonna-
on the Jinx. Hecarim is coming
Hecarim's
down.
coming this time.
Oh, and Seraphine's down. Jinx should probably leave now. That's a huge amount of gold. This is exactly what Needlessly Large Rods needed.
Okay, Akali waiting on the shoulders here, but I don't think she's going to be able to pick up anything because Echo's going to push in her lane. And they do finally get a win, and it is a fasting Senna. So this is all the money's going into the Annie here, which I think would bolster their laning phase a little more than usual. And it looks like Seth's going to go in here for this trade. He's going to get a shot off on the turret,
Shen
and
is
with the
super
haymaker,
low.
he flashes in. Shen's super low. Can he get the kill? No, looks like the Diana's going to dissuade him from going any further. And that was a close call for the Shen. And it looks like it's going to be a real close call for the Set. And he does not get out, even with the Senna ultimate.
I
Not
think
able
the
to
Senna
survive.
ult was a little bit late there.
It looks like
couldn't tell
Echo
if
and
it hit him.
Hecarim are coming. This might be another skirmish, and they do lay down the Rift Herald here. Looks like a fight is going to start up. Massive health advantage in Needless or Large Rod because of the early fights here. And it looks like Shen is going to go down with not much trouble. And Rift Herald going to pick up 2 plates, though. So overall, looks like a positive trade for the side of Ranked 1 team.
Yeah.
However, they did
absolutely.
lose Shen on the way out. But I mean, Shen could take the losses for your team and still be effective in the rest of the game. As Akali's going to go in here on the Hecarim, going to go super low to her E and combo from the ultimate and finished off with a Q, and that is a dead horse in the jungle. And
I was gonna
excellent
say,
kill picked up for
bot
the
lane
Akali
picking
there.
up some plates in the other bot lane's absence.
Yes. Yeah,
Sorry about that,
huge,
needed a
huge,
drink.
huge. I mean, Jinx has a 150 bounty on her head, so that would confer to her a gold advantage. Maybe we can ask production team here to switch over to the gold leads to see, where most of this gold is right now. But I suspect Diana's got a pretty decent gold lead. She's up about 20 CS
Oh,
as
Shen
well
with a
as
good
2
taunt
kills.
under tower. I was gonna say he's definitely peeling Set back off of that, but I think
Yeah.
Set might still be able to just fight him. Ooh, Ockley going in on the
I mean,
dash,
Set has a
fighting
30
this boat.
gold advantage here, as Echo is going to be
Oh,
forced to use
Echo
his
with the
ultimate.
ult.
Perfectly lands on the Akali and at the Q to her face. She's going to go down. And that
And
is
right
a
at
win
the
in
same
there.
time,
Echo.
there's a fight breaking out top lane. Shen may be picking
Oh.
Set at this point. It's super even.
Oh,
And
I
Shen
mean,
picks him off.
Haymaker made it look close there, but that barrier does not last too long. As Shen picks up the return kill, he needs that. He's about 30 CS down, so he needs money in the pocket right
I
now.
was gonna say, put that money in the bank. Oh, Annie with
Oh.
the flash ult, maybe pick. Oh God, Jinx goes down. That's
I
more.
don't
gold
think
for
I
using
even
large
saw
rods.
Jinx. I mean, the bear just totally enveloped
And-
her and just disappeared from the map.
I was gonna say, I dream of a League of Legends where bot laners are allowed to exist. And until that day happens, I will suffer until then. Oh, Hecarim with a
Hecarim
big
going in
ult on the
Shen
Shen.
here.
There's a
Oh, we're gonna have a
TP coming
teleport.
in. 3v1. I think Hecarim's down here. Diana with another kill, now picking up 200k bounty. I said 200k. I meant to say 200 gold.
That
My
would
bad.
be a very big bounty.
Oh, remember old bounties? Good times. Oh, I miss the
Well,
wings.
I mean, you didn't get bounties just for farming before. You had to
Ah.
get kills.
Darker times. I was gonna say now you can get a free 200 gold off of Timo's minding his own business.
All right. So let's just take a status check here. So 9-4, 2. Now it's a 3K-ish gold lead for ranked 1 team. So the gold lead is 3K. We've gone up a little bit here, but it's nothing insane in the snowball department. As we have another dragon coming up. Looks like ranked 1 team is there first, but they're gonna get outnumbered in about two seconds here. As Akali looks like she's gonna be going into this, opting in for the skirmish. Looks like she's gonna go ahead and get rooted up. Echo gonna
Oh,
go
that's
ahead
a
and
big
try to
ult by
stun.
Seraphine. I was gonna say
And
definitely
Seraphine's
keeping him
going
off
to
the dragon.
delay the engage. She pretty much held them at bay. However, she does not have the ultimate for this team fight that's coming up. No teleport from the Set, so maybe they should not opt into this. They're going to get outnumbered, and Set's not even going to run down here.
Oh no, absolutely. And Shen still has his ult. That's a
Oh,
big
but they
kill
pick
onto
up
the
a kill on
Jinx
the
again.
Jinx.
I
Shen,
was
where were you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Shen probably would have been able to turn that, and I think just from that alone, Large Rods is gonna get the dragon. Unless
I think they have the capability of getting this. All they need is Diana to get in on the back line here with a perfectly timed Shen ultimate. Looks like he's not even in position for a Shen
no,
ultimate.
he's more concerned with the Set. Set trying to bring him to Pound Town, not doing much damage. The grit shielding for a lot. Never mind, is the steal.
Oh my gosh,
Seraphine gets the
Seraphine.
steal. Big Diana ult. Hecarim nearly dead. Jinx Rocket picks
ultimate.
up the Hecarim. Oh my
What?
god. And they're gonna get Set. Oh, Annie went down. Large Rods, they just set up so perfectly to get that dragon back off a ranked 1. Ranked 1 steals it, wipes their team, wipes top lane, takes their blue buff. There's nothing, you can't have anything.
Okay, so I see smite up from Diana. So
I almost wonder if it was coordinated. Do you think they planned that out, or did you think Diana just forgot the smite?
I don't think it's that hard to just say, "Hey, I'm going to use my ability, use smite at the same time." So if that was called out, I would believe it. And Diana just mistimed it a little bit, and Seraphine got it instead. Which case, totally fine. You got the steal. They
Oh,
pressured
absolutely.
Hecarim enough to smite early, and that caused them to win that dragon. So
Yeah, I was gonna say at this point they have double the kills, 2 dragons, first turret. Senna's probably
another
gonna go
kill
down
in the
here
book?
again. Never mind, Senna's
Nope.
out. Annie does
Yes.
have stun. Flame Chompers go down. Hecarim's in the
Hecarim
wing.
coming
He's
on the
sweeping
flame.
everything. Senna just taking more damage. Ooh, I was gonna say anything could really happen bot lane at this point. Both teams have
So-
been kind of going at each other.
For needlessly large rods, appropriately named team for an Echo that is gonna have to carry this game if they want to win.
Oh, 100%. Ooh,
Ooh,
was
this
gonna
is
say,
going to
they
be a
are
3v1
collapsing on the Echo.
situation. Is Echo
Keep
so
in mind,
prepared for this?
he did just ult, so he put himself at a
Ah,
massive
man.
disadvantage, getting picked off by Akali.
Well, caster curse there. I said he had to take the carry pants, and they just flew right off of him as soon as I said that.
You cursed him, man.
I
Like I
did
said,
curse him there.
ranked 1 have just been... It's interesting because a few times it looked like they slipped up a little bit, and I thought Large Rods was going to turn it around and start pushing them back, but each time ranked 1 just manages to flip it right back on their heads.
Yeah, that was a crazy dragon. I just want to go back to that dragon fight again. That was crazy.
Oh, that's a highlight for sure.
Completely,
If
and the
nothing
Jinx
else,
rocket coming in too, right near the end of that, just out
nothing
of
but
nowhere.
hype. Oh, there might be a
Oh,
fight
looks like
breaking
we
out
might have.
top lane.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, baby team fight. We got a 3v3.
I
Diana
think
does have
so. Diana
Rift.
has the Rift Herald. Looks like they're going to pop it to bring down this turret here.
Oh, Shen with the taunt.
Shen's going to
Little
taunt
bit of
out
damage.
mostly, but that did get some decent poke damage on the set here. Jinx poking with her rockets, maybe playing a
Rift
little
Herald
dance
going
of death.
down. I was wondering if Diana was just going to hold that for next turret, but it looks like she's going to pop it and just
I
get
think she
guaranteed
should have
gold.
popped it earlier. I
Oh,
think she should
100%.
have popped it. Yeah, so
Oh,
now
never mind.
she's
Big
gonna
fight
pay
going
for
down.
it.
We have the Hecarim ult. We have Echo coming in from the wings. Big ult from Set. Diana has been shut down. That's a bunch of gold on the large rods. I think the other two are going to get out just fine. Never mind. Echo going back in for the kill. Jinx chasing a little bit. Oh, Annie is in the wing. She has stun up. Third
Yeah,
member.
they're going to take
lives.
some poke on the way out, but they do get a
Oh.
Diana kill.
Annie did just eat the Jinx rocket too. They don't have much there.
Yeah,
Oh, they forgot to
not
take care of the
much.
Herald. There we go.
Yeah,
Now
not
we're
much for them to pick up else on the map after that little win there. But they are fighting back a little bit. Now,
and
this
see,
gold
this is-
lead is 4K now, so slowly increasing over time here. They
But
may...
honestly, it's plays like that, that's what I was mentioning before. Like, Ranked 1 is playing amazingly, but just every now and again, Large Rods gets this spark and just does something amazing, and Ranked 1 picks up where they left off. It's an interesting game.
It is interesting what direction it's going in here, as we may have a 1v1 unbeknownst to Echo here. And
Ooh,
Akali's going
Akali
to go in,
wins.
start with her E, and
Oh,
is going to be going,
Echo's
take
got
a
the
Q.
shield
Echo
down.
at half health. He's going to use a shield to stall for a little bit. Is he going to pop the ulti? It looks like he's going to pop
Pops
it
the
right
ult.
now.
Oh, second part
Akali's
of
gonna
Akali's
finish her
ult.
ult.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I
And-
cut you off there.
Oh, no worries. Looks like Akali is not going to be able to secure her kill there as Echo limps away. And Hecarim going to dissuade the rest of that fight, but that was a 1v1. Too bad we did not have a victor, but we have an Echo to fight another day there. I
But
mean,
honestly-
Akali's
Oh,
pretty big. Akali's pretty big.
Honestly, I think she could have taken the Echo. She didn't get hit with his ult damage, and other than that, she was just skirting around everything that he threw. Akali did just get rooted there. They are setting up for Dragon a little bit early. I don't know why they're fighting there.
Well, it looks
questionable.
like another dragon's going to be here. Another time to fight. We'll see what teams are set up. Set has teleport now. So maybe they join the fight. Honestly, I think Shen should have tried to join the fight last time. But
Oh,
they did win
100%.
the fight anyway.
Yeah, honestly, they did get the Dragon, so it's not too big of a deal, but I definitely think Shen could have helped secure it just a little bit more. It was a little bit dicey for a moment. Diana
engage
going
on
on the
Senna.
Senna. Ooh, Hecarim ult gets the Diana off of Senna. Senna goes down from Akali. Hecarim looking right about half HP. Akali with the double kill. Echo running for his life after blowing his load and running. And it looks like Ranked 1's going to get this Dragon as well.
Yeah, and he saw how the rest of that fight was looking and just yeeted right out of there. Didn't like how it looked. But honestly, I think they should have been a little better prepped for that fight, as that's pretty much their only chances to come back in this game is to get a win in the team fight department. And that's just for advantages over the Ranked 1, who is going to be winning in the later parts of this game anyway. Guys,
was
you
gonna
gotta blow your wad sometime.
Oh, absolutely. And you're 100% right. At this point, they've basically hit late game. They have 3 dragons. They have all the towers. I mean, Set might pick up top lane tower real quick, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference considering they're just running it straight down mid. And that's a second tower mid.
Another
Oh,
1v1
Annie
to
with the
bot lane.
ult down. Shen escapes. Akali getting jumped on by Echo. Is that a kill for him?
Oh,
Oh, Akali shut
flash.
down. I think they're turning at mid lane. Yep. Hecarim is going to go down. Jinx gets another kill. Diana ults the Senna. Senna's going to go down from Jinx as well. That's a big fight. Honestly, I think it's in the bag.
Yeah, that is a overall win for ranked 1 there. Didn't win the 1v1, but won the war as they take down the mid lane turret and some other members to boot. However, Echo slick play there with the Q flash to secure that kill onto the Kali. Fortunately, rest of his team couldn't pick it up to win that team fight overall.
Oh,
But I mean, at
100%.
least you got at least you could flout that you won that Echo.
Oh,
Peels,
100%.
you won
And
that
it's
1v1. You can rub it in their face at least.
and Akali is such a huge threat. I mean, it was a good pick on the Echo's part, but it just unfortunately didn't help out the rest of the team. Good pick,
But
but
we have a
nice.
question here from Karavi. I'm going to say it's Karavi here. What are the win cons here? So it's for needlessly large rods. It's basically get some kind of pick up an objective, get some turrets down, win a YOLO team fight. That's what you're going to go for here. But if you're on the side of ranked 1 team, you're just chilling, you're skilling. Just farm it up. You don't need to fight to win from now. Just farm it up, get more objectives, win the next dragon. You're good. You're set to go.
100%. At this point, ranked 1, they're sitting pretty. They're being their namesake. They're going straight to rank 1. Needlessly large rods, I think at this point, they need nothing short of a miracle. They need a god tier pick and transition that into one hell of a team fight.
I mean, they just need more needlessly large rods. They just
Oh,
need more of them.
100%. Let's get the rod on, get it in a Hecarim. Put one on set just for the giggles. Might as well at this point. Not going to make too much of a difference. That was kind of mean. Oh, there might
I
be a
mean,
fight breaking out.
Set may be 0-3-1, but I suspect he's closer to Shen than it looks.
Oh, 100%. And that's the fun thing about Set in general is he's just deceptively tanky. Oh wait, Akali.
Kali going in on this. Oh, it looks like
and
Echo
a
is
pick
not
on
going to
Echo
get out
from
here. Looks like they're going to burn the Shen ultimate on the Kali as Senna's going to get picked up by that Diana. And then we're going to be moving on to the Hecarim with the Akali ultimate, but doesn't come out unscathed with a trade kill, but definitely worth it as it's only 2 to 4 members now. And as soon as this wave gets pushed up, they should be able to take this turret no problems.
I'm
That
curious to
skirmish
see-
there, I needlessly large rod. You keep taking skirmishes. Oh, they know Annie's
Oh
here.
no, Annie, get out of there! No,
Oh, flash
Shen
taunt.
Chan. No! Oh my goodness! And Seraphine
Okay,
takes out the Annie.
Shen,
Jesus.
did you have to flash taunt on one member? I mean, is
Listen,
that
at
really
this point,
required?
it's not about winning. It's about sending a message. You gotta
Is
make
that
them
really
remember it.
required? I mean, your flash taunt's like the strongest play in the book, and you're just gonna burn it on an Annie just by herself in a bush.
Well, it's okay. Jinx is gonna gun down half the enemy team
What
single-handedly.
if she's
She
dead?
might pay for her grave.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
she
Jinx
almost
barely
paid for
getting
that
that.
grief.
Set
Never
might be
mind,
able
they
to pick
still
up the
might pick her
kill
up.
here. And he's gonna go in. Oh, she's barely living. As Set tried to do his best efforts to get that kill. Looks like Sen's gonna be a front liner here as an AD carry, trying to take down the rest of the members. It looks like they're gonna be disengaging, but Shen wants blood as he falls down now, totally inting that fight. He didn't have to do that for any reason. And Jinx Rocket barely doesn't get the kill on Senna here.
Honestly, I think both Jinx and Shen paid for their greed. They both went for really greedy plays that could have panned out if they were just a little bit more patient.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't even gonna get the turret there, and their whole team was basically saying don't want to fight. And
Akali
we
might
have
be finishing their work, though. She
No.
does get the Echo pick. Hecarim thinks he can take her.
And looks
Oh,
so
and he
right
might.
so far. Stopwatch.
Oh,
Yeah, doesn't
tragic.
perfectly timed Q to finish off the Akali there. Not much she could do. As Hecarim picks up a kill for Akali. You know, it wasn't the straight fair 1v1 from earlier. But it looks like Akali is not going to be able to be here for this dragon fight. But it doesn't
Oh.
matter if Annie goes down. They had
Annie just cannot
they
catch a
had
break.
somewhat of an advantage that has now been lost. As Echo could have TP'd to this fight, and now they're just going to hand over fourth Drake for free. All right, I
No,
guess Hecarim's
Hecarim,
just going to try
not
to
if
run in.
Hecarim has anything to say
Flashes.
about it. Oh, and he doesn't. Ah,
He
tragic.
tried his best here, but honestly, that is a team int when that dragon could have been fought for. But you just give it over for free. I mean, with the Ocean Drake, I think that's just a GG. That is, I mean, that's a stamped wax seal on the book, as this
100%.
should be a ranked 1 win in game
Like-
1 here.
Like I said, they're sticking to their namesake, ranked 1. And honestly, I think that Ocean Drake is going to do wonders. I mean, they have tons of engage on their team, and I think that just extra bit of survivability is just going to do wonders.
Yeah, Shen's gonna love it. I think he's gonna be able to take up
he's
these
already
two
loving
members
it. Look
just
at
fine.
this. 2v1, Shen not breaking a sweat. He's just going to walk away like nothing's even going on. Never mind, he's going back in. The
I
absolute
think he
lunatic.
thinks he can win. Oh, Diana's
Never
gonna come
mind,
here for
Dinah's going to
support.
come and win for him.
Oh, she's gonna clean this up easy.
Oh!
As the Jinx rocket doesn't get the kill though. However, they're gonna pick up another 2 kills here, and Akali probably gonna go for this kill on Annie.
Annie's
Flanking
just
around,
not
she has
paying
no
any
idea.
attention. Oh, Annie.
Oh, she does
Oh.
land the E into the perfect execution right there. However, is Akali going to pay for this as Echo's on top of them in the middle of the fight, taking a lot of damage? Is going to ulti out in a pretty good time as Hecarim is going to just die to the rest of the team there. Not much Echo can do.
Not at all.
Looking like another lost fight. Are they going to go for Baron? All right, looks like they're not going to stall the game out any longer as they're going to go for Baron and then hopefully go for the win here.
I think ranked 1 at this point is out for blood. They've had enough games. It's 29-10. They have a 10k gold lead almost. At this point, you just got to finish it off.
Yeah, I mean,
Mercy.
after a while, killing your opponents gets a little boring. So you got to win the game, right?
Oh, 100%. Like I said, we kept seeing some interestingly good plays from needlessly large rods, but it's making me wonder at this point if ranked 1 was just trying to drag it out and almost going for the memes, or if large rods has some secret genius going on.
I think ranked 1 is just greedy and has some greedy members, and they died, and that made the game last longer.
Either way, it makes it infinitely more interesting to watch.
Yeah, it does. Gonna see that action. Try to go for that 1v5 outplay, but if it does ever happen, kudos. But my bets are that it's not gonna happen.
No, especially, and honestly, at this point, there is so much shutdown gold on the line, I don't think it's worth it. Not at all.
Right. So it looks like we have the Divine Sunder on the Hecarim, which is pretty standard now, because that item is pretty overtuned at the moment. Don't see it on the Shen, so it's interesting. What's your opinions on Divine Sunder or Shen here?
Honestly, I'm personally not too much of a fan of it. I think just Shen alone has enough survivability and enough damage to just kind of build straight tank and be completely
is
fine.
Akali getting flanked on here? She does get snared up, and she's in the middle of 3 members who are laying down lots of AoE damage. Shen going to try to save the situation here as Akali goes back in. Now they're surrounded by 3 members. Where the hell did Set go? He was there a minute ago, but now he's gone, as it looks like Hecarim's going to fall down. Set finally going to be using his ultimate to get in there, as multiple members from Ranked 1 are going to be flashing out. Shen, super tanky with that Ocean buff. However, it looks like they're going to lose a member from the back as Echo gets a kill on Akali. And Shen is tanking multiple members at the same time. Is he going to win this 2v1 against
See, this is what I was talking about. You don't need the Divine Sunderer. Shen is a monster. And he's going to run down the
Titanic
center.
Hydra. Is Echo going to lose this against the Seraphine? She is pretty strong, and she has poke damage. They were losing their base the whole time. They were losing their base the whole time, folks.
It looked like such a good engage by needlessly large rods, but little do they know, their base is no more. Game 1 goes to ranked 1.
It was all a distraction.
It was all a debate. You hate to see it, really.